I'm getting to a place where things are feeling really, really scary. I've entrusted my well being to people, so many different people. So many different random strangers, with the hope that somebody would be able to help me. And I have to do that again. I'm starting to feel like I have to surrender. Surrender the idea of being able to save myself. I don't know what life can be for me. I don't know what's possible anymore. I convinced myself so many times delusion after delusion that kept me going forward. And it worked out for some things, and part of me feels that I must be doing something right. If I've been able to achieve things I thought was impossible, things that I thought would never happen in a million years, even though it took 18 years total, 5 years of deliberate effort, and 14 months, and I'm still in recovery. But if I could do the impossible, maybe I can do it again. But I face something that I've never faced before, which is surrender. Hey, Monster Buck. I'm just awaiting to hear from legal advocates because the regional center that was tasked with helping me to live a better life with gainful employment and mentorship and safe housing to live in dignity have completely neglected me. And I'm not the only one. In 2019, there was a whistleblower I had read on the KTVU website. There was a whistleblower who was fired from the North Bay Regional Center because he was quote-unquote unprofessional, quote-unquote inappropriate. And it turns out it's because he wanted to help the clients. That people were being placed into homes where they were being denied food, where people were physically harmed, and the North Bay Regional Center did nothing about it. And now for an entire year, I've been promised a better life, and I've just been told that I just have to wait longer. I just have to wait longer. I just have to wait longer. And meanwhile, I feel like I've been falling further and further apart, just completely falling apart. Hospitalized for 12 days, risking my social life, risking my reputation because I have no guidance. I have nothing but a promise that things are going to get better, and using AI as my only assistant. That is not what AI is supposed to be for. It's supposed to be a supplement, not a replacement. And so I'm going to be working with lawyers. I'm going to fight until the North Bay Regional Center gives me what I need. And I'm scared because I don't know what the future holds for me. I don't know if I'm going to be okay. But I have to keep fighting, because if I have to work with lawyers, I will do whatever possible to make them help me. Hey, Nikki. If these lawyers can't help me, I don't know what there is for me. But if the lawyers can't help me, then so help me God. I will go on a social media crusade and bring these motherfuckers down for abusing and neglecting developmentally disordered people like me. They've already had a whistleblower, and then they swept it under the rug in 2019. They are taking billions of dollars of taxpayer money, and they are understaffed, and they are not helping people like me. They are not helping people with Down syndrome either. They are not helping people with other developmental disorders. They are putting people into haphazard situations so that they can collect taxpayer money. And I am angry more than sad. I'm angry because I am an extremely well-read and literate and articulate person. I am able to stand up for myself in ways that most people, even neurotypical people, can't. I was able to advocate for myself to get gender transition surgery in poverty. And so if someone like me is not getting helped, imagine how many thousands of people who are nonverbal, who don't even know what's going on because they have different kinds of severity of developmental disorders. What are they going to do? If I need to take down this whole system in order to get the help I need, I will. But I would rather them just get their act together and use the taxpayer dollars, the billions of dollars that is going into their organization, and do their goddamn job. And I hate that I feel angry. I hate that I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I don't want to be a Karen. I appreciate you, Nikki. I've been advocating for myself for so long, and it's very clear that I just need help. I need mentorship. I need someone to guide me, and I have not been getting it. It's very abundantly clear that I am completely unequipped to do this alone. I have tried. I can't even get my social media presence off the ground. I need guidance. I need a safe living environment. I can't function anymore. I feel like everything I do is just over before it even started. I feel it, High Life. Don't be shy. Virtual hugs, it's all good. It doesn't bother me. I'm a very touchy-feely person. And that's okay. You know, because this past year that I've been waiting for them to help me, I've been blaming myself and facing all my past demons, which is not terrible because I need to face those. But I should be able to face them on my own terms, not because I've been backed into a corner, not because I'm so tired and so on the end of my rope that I end up hospitalized, afraid for my life. Confessing to a room full of strangers in the hospital my deepest, darkest secrets that I only should talk about in therapy. Pushing me to the edge to try to advocate for my modeling career by hooking up with a random Instagram follower that claimed to know people I knew. Used my trust in them to build trust in him, and I went against my one policy, which is I don't meet with my fans. And he ended up, I'm glad I didn't work with him because he ended up being a sexual harasser, sexual assaulter towards a friend of mine. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't collab with him. It scared me because I went past my own boundaries of not working with somebody that I don't trust. I have a very firm boundary over who I work with. I don't work with random viewers. And I slept with them, and I'm lucky to be alive because I have no idea what he was capable of. I got lucky, but it could have gone worse, and I didn't know that. And maybe that's just dating in general. I don't know. Maybe it's just always like that. I don't know. I usually don't date people. I'm usually really careful about who I spend time with. And every single time I go against that, it seems to prove why I have that rule. No, I don't really trust you, High Life. It's fine. You're a viewer. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I've just been tired of going in circles. I'm tired of waiting for somebody to save me, and now I have to wait for a lawyer to save me? But I don't have any other choice. because nothing I do seems to make a difference in making my life better. I'm just broken and I need help. But if the lawyer can do something to make my life better, where I can live in a healthier living situation, where I can start to truly make progress in my life and start succeeding, living with dignity, thriving, not just surviving, to pursue my career as a model, as an actress, as a writer, as a content creator in general, as a performer, a performance artist, as a public speaker. So many things that can contribute to this world, I just feel like it's all being stolen from me because of circumstances outside of my control. And you know how many times I thought of just completely just giving up, of just deleting every single thing on social media, just tearing it all down. But that's ridiculous, because I would just start it up again anyway, and I may as well preserve it. And I don't know what else I'd be doing in this life, because nothing else seems to work out anyway. I don't have any alternatives anyway. Nobody's given me any options for 37 years on this earth, despite my efforts to fit in, my efforts to conform, my efforts to be the cog in the machine. I'm a broken cog. I don't belong in the machine. And I need to start living with purpose, with confidence, and without second guessing myself and tiptoeing. And I just don't feel like that's possible right now. And I'm glad that you got something out of it, High Life. It's helped me. That's mainly why I do these things, why I stream, and why I do whatever content creation I can do. I feel so tired, though. I feel like nothing I do lives up to what it could be. I feel like my quality is so dog shit that I'll never be able to create what I truly know I am capable of creating. Because I can't get the lawnmower started. I'm trying to pull on that cord as hard as I can, but it's stuck. And I can't get the motor started. And I asked for help from every single person in the universe for some way to get that motor to start. Anyway, any possible help that I could get, and I got shoved aside and told to wait. I got my hopes up. I was told that things would work out. I was told that things were going to start getting better, and they ignored me for an entire year. And then I went out to try to do things on my own, and I risked my own life, putting myself into danger because I had no guidance. And also, there's worse things, in my opinion, than putting myself in danger, because I don't really think I'm physically in danger. I can handle myself pretty well. But the social dangers, the interactions that I had with people in that acting class that I took, where I didn't want to bring all of this trauma that I've been experiencing to them. Where I didn't want to be this crying, screaming person that people are going to be afraid to talk to. I didn't want to be this mentally ill person that people see, because I know what it looks like to observe somebody who is mentally ill. I don't want to be that person to people. I wanted to be me. I wanted to actually have meaningful relationships and not scare people away. And even now, I'm on my YouTube channel with this problem influencing every single thing I say for the past, 5 or 6 years that I've been on social media, on Twitch and YouTube, live streaming. That this situation has been affecting me every single time I've went live. That even through the happy moments, this was tainting it. This inability to get my life to where it needs to be. And, a lot of it was also the lack of, moving forward with all the delays and all the problems that came with the surgery process. And I went through all that, and that was torture. And there's nothing I could have done about that. But I could have at least had some kind of support, some kind of mentorship, some kind of, allyship, some kind of support with people in my life, but nobody was here. Like, a few people were here and there when I really needed them, and I really care about those people, and they're never going to, I'm never going to be mad at them or blame them, but it's not enough. I need, support. Real support. Somebody who's there to work with you and solve problems with you, talk with you about problems, guide you, help you find a solution if they don't know the answer. Instead of just leaving me completely alone to figure it out all alone with nothing but AI and social media to try to reach out to complete degenerates on the internet to try to build something on, ruining my reputation by going to various Discord servers over these past 6 years. Trying to make a name for myself so that people can remember my name. Trying to get somebody to notice me. So that possibly I could build something on social media. And I failed miserably. I crashed and I burned. And I may have completely been blacklisted by every single org out there. But I don't think it's over. Not by a long shot, because everything's negotiable, especially if money starts happening. Once money becomes involved, then everything becomes negotiable. If I can rise out of the grave, restore my image. So let's face it, I never really had an image to begin with. Rebuild my reputation from scratch. Forge a new identity. And start building clout so that people will not feel like they can't work with me. Robert Downey Jr. was considered uninsurable by Hollywood, which is essentially unhirable. And he got mentorship, and he worked his way up. He fought really hard, he worked really hard, and he became Iron Man. There's nothing I can't do with the proper mentorship, but I need that mentorship. And when I am placed in the trust of a regional center that promised to give me a better life, that said that everything would be better from here on out, and then a year in, I am still begging and pleading them to help me, it's time to be a fucking Karen. Because I am tired of waiting. I'm gonna work with these lawyers, and I will give them as much information as possible to make them help me once and for all and forever be done with this hell. This absolute nightmare of a situation where I am in quicksand and I am sinking and there is no way out. Where I am stuck, not being able to advocate for myself, with no hope in sight, with none of my efforts yielding any possible results. I am done. And when I get out of here, I am never going back. I am going to thrive, and I'm going to succeed, and I don't care how long it takes. I am going to make a better life. Into the unknown. That's what it takes. I'll see you guys on the other side of it.